Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Depths, and this is going to be a different kind of video. Um, because I'm gonna give a quick little disclaimer. This is going to get a little bit political, so I would like to hope we have things stay civil in the comments, because I may say some things that might be quote unquote a hot take or whatever, but let's be for real. I still want some civility in the comments, period, point blank, because that's just how it is with me, and I do nuke comments that aren't like appropriate or anything like that. So yeah, there's that. But what I mean by appropriate is like flame wars and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I'm also going to point this out too before I even get into the video, because this is just a sad thing about Kamihime Project. We currently have a collab, and it's got the Heaven Lost Property characters. I have one of them right now, and she's for water. She's actually pretty good, but she's for elaborate, and that's Nymph. You also want to pull for Hiyori if you can get her. Astrea's not that good, but honestly, who knows how things might change later down the line, and collab characters are not coming back from what I'm seeing, because there's no confirmed repeats or anything, so you definitely want to pull right now if you can. And that's one thing I've been telling so many people is like, limited characters do come back. They're not always there, but they do come back. Collab characters, they may not. And by the looks of things, not only we're not getting collab characters again, as in the ones that showed up, they don't have a repeat, but then on top of that too is the fact that we have like literally another 8 collab characters down the line within a year. And with a confirmed High School DxD collab for JP Sad, which honestly at this point might happen in December, that could be upwards to another 4. Because they're starting to do like 4 SSR per collab at this point. Like, this is the last collab right now that happened on the last property. This is the last collab that did 3. Because the next 2 are going to have 2 characters per banner, but it's 4 total SSR. So, yeah. My opinion, the wisest thing to do is to save up for the collab characters and pull in the limited characters when you have banners that reduce the pool. For example, stuff like this EX support gacha. Because that reduces the pool. So, anyway, so getting into the main thing in this video too, and like I said, it's going to get a little bit political, but people have probably already heard quite a bit of news. Like, Trump's got elected, and then on top of that too, he's also, like, done quite a bit in the first week. So, yeah, I don't know how people's political views are, but in my case, I'm going to flat out say it, but I honestly believe that Trump is an idiot, and I will say that. Because there's a lot of stuff that clearly points at it. For one, the tariff thing, because as somebody else put it in a different comment, and I fully agree with them on another video somewhere, the whole thing with the tariffs is like saying Mexico will pay for the wall. Because that's not how tariffs work. How tariffs work, the home business tends to pay that. Which in this case would mean the American companies. That's why so many companies right now are going through buying out a whole bunch of stuff. They're sitting up probably going to inflate the prices because of it, because you know they got to make that money back. It's not helping inflation. It's making it worse, even if it's temporary. So right now that's the thing. So even if he doesn't do the tariffs, the damage is already done on an extent. So it may come back down later, but if he does the tariffs on top of that, then don't expect it to go down anytime soon. Because they're even sitting up estimating that if he does the tariffs, estimated price of a PS4 Pro or PS5 Pro will go up to over $1,000. And that's market price. That's not scalpers, that's market price. Yeah. But, then on top of that too, his picks for the cabinet, it's pretty much open that some people don't like, one of the guys that he nominated, Gates, don't fully know his name, but the thing is though, they up and said that he's been doing some stuff and all that too, which would essentially make him a felon. But even ignoring that, it's still the fact that like you have a guy who got nominated for like some sort of public health thing or whatever, where he's against vaccinations. Now, I don't know what people's stances are on vaccinations, period, point blank. I mean, it varies between different people. Personally, I I don't think you need a vaccine for everything, but you should still take them. Especially if you want to get out of the country, because they're not letting you in other countries if you don't take a vaccine. So what's going to happen with that when this guy removes all vaccines, as he's claiming, to where people won't be able to get out of the country if they want to? So, yeah, there's that. And even more so is the fact that there's a Fox News host that became Secretary of Defense, and this guy is clearly trying to push wars. There's so many places that he said that deserve getting bombed that it's like ridiculous. So I can expect a World War III from that. But this is just my analysis on all that. But the biggest kicker is that Project 2025 thing, because this is the Project 2025 thing is going to affect me in a few ways. First off, because out the gate, it's talking about having this sort of ban on like a few different things, and one of them would be a pornography ban, I think it would be, or something like that. And the issue with that is that those that know the game I'm playing right now, it's no secret that Nutaku.net deals with 18 plus stuff. And yeah, there's a .com side, but it's still too closely connected with the .net side. So that said, if that actually does fall through, I'm not going to be able to play this game anymore. And I'm not going to be able to do videos on it. And not just this, the DMM stuff too. So that's going to directly affect me on that one. Another thing that would probably affect me too is the fact that I'm not going to make it any secret. I'm a black guy, and a lot of people seem to be getting like openly like, you know, about a few different things, and it's like, I'm not trying to make it sound some woke type stuff or whatever, but it's still a case of like, if that escalates and all that type of stuff, then, well, is there anybody really want to sit up and try and stop it? Considering the fact that there is a few things I looked into, and a good majority of Trump's cabinet is not going to care. In fact, they might even promote it, but again, pure speculation. I can't prove it, but I'm considering an educated guess, not a flat-out just random statement. So, yeah. But then on top of that too is also the fact that it's like, even getting away from all that, it's just the fact that I'm already seeing a lot of people just having regrets about what they voted for. Like, the number of videos I'm seeing just climbing up on that is amazing. And it's like, in hindsight, what do people expect? Considering that he's done a lot of this stuff before? Again, the whole thing with tariffs, saying China's going to pay for tariffs is like saying Mexico's going to pay for the wall. So, that was just obvious. And then, it seems like he's trying to get rid of any detractors, period, point blank. So, hey, I'm still going to say what I say. So if it's like, if he somehow discovers this video and thinks I'm a detractor that's going to get in his way, so be it. But anyways, it's a simple fact that it's like, he's trying to get rid of any detractors in the government. And it's like, it literally looks like what a quote-unquote tyrant would do. And some people, even, especially from Germany, but some people from Germany are sitting up saying, it's like, okay, you've already got the workings of a dictator. So, I don't know how that's going to play out, but I don't think it's going to be a good thing. That's just my political views, and I'm not trying to say this or anything like I'm a Democrat, because you want to be honest, and this is part of why I said there might be a hot take or something. I think the American government in general is just crap. Democrats or Republicans. I'm going to flat out say that. I don't agree with a lot of it. However, in the case of that last election, I picked who I thought was going to be the safer bet. And it astonishes me how many people said that Trump was the safer bet, and it really doesn't look like the case. So, again, we'll just wait and see on that one, because there's a lot of stuff he says, but actually does. He's not joking. He really isn't. So, there's that always sitting up, being there as a stigma. But then on top of that, too, it's like, again, just look at Project 2025. And then remember the fact that he sat up and said that he had nothing to do with Project 2025. But less than a week after he's nominated, it's suddenly going to get implemented. And there's a lot of them saying it. Not just him. So, yeah, how is he... How does some people analyze how bad Project 2025 is, and he says, "Oh no, we're not going to implement it," and then it just instantly gets implemented? It's like, yeah, should have saw that coming. All you have to do is just look up the people that was hanging around him, and that's all you need to know. But again, that's just my take on all that, because I will probably most definitely see somebody in the comments going like, "Oh well, Trump isn't that bad," or all this type of stuff. Or you're a hater. It's like, honestly, I don't care if you say that. Just don't cause a flame war over it, because there definitely are some people that will do that. But it's still the simple fact is, like, at the end of the day, I'm still looking at what's blatantly in my face from both sides, and as much as people wanted to say some stuff about Biden or Harris, or even going back to Obama too, it's still the fact that it's like I still hear more stuff about their opponents. And it's like, I look that up. It's not hard to look up. You can find places that have an unbiased view about things. You can find places that have a one-sided view, like for Democrats or for Republicans. It is not hard to look up. But the point is to look it up. And not one source or two sources, like many sources. But, and the funny thing is too, is the fact that there's so many people that step and said that Trump is kind of like trying to kiss up to Putin, and he's kind of clowning him right now. Like, if it's true, Putin's showing, like, intentionally showing, like, nude pictures of Trump's wife as a humiliation stunt. If that is true, I find that to be hilarious, actually, because it's like, you're trying to cozy up to this guy, and he's doing that to you. And it's not even a secret about him not liking Trump either, because it's like, he's been pretty obvious about it, from what I'm seeing. But then on top of that too, it's like, I don't know why, but some people just have a tendency to just blindly ignore what's there in their face. The whole reason why I don't even be on Twitter, because I will say this flat out, there is a reason why I say that you can't spell Twitter without twit. Which, if you don't know what twit means, it means idiot. And some of the stuff that people say is ridiculous on there. I've literally seen some shoe on head videos and all this other type of stuff and everything. I've literally seen posts myself on there. I would rather not. Because the biggest detractor about that is the fact that there will be people that be posting some stuff that you really did not need to know. Like, of course we needed to know that you're being so dirty that ants is eating at your own clothing. And I am really toning that down, because the actual post of that is far worse than you would think. And there's a lot of people that will be up on the internet and will sitting up saying like, "Oh, well, this is probably fake." It's not fake. For one, it had a picture. And then two, it's a simple fact that there's a lot of people that say stuff on the internet and truly do mean it. It's not as fake as you would think. It is more common than you think. Take it from a guy that has almost 2 decades worth of internet experience. Not all of it is fake. So, yeah, you do have to pay attention to some of the stuff that people say and all that. But, honestly, though, getting back on point, it's just the fact that I'm seeing all this stuff, and it's like Trump's not even in office yet. It's been a week since he's been elected, and all of this stuff is just happening, and I'm just looking at it, I'm like, who would have thought? But there's still some people that, in my opinion, is on some copium stuff saying like, "Oh, he's going to fix the country, he's going to fix the country, he's not going to do all this." I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you. Because, he does a lot of stuff that he says. This so-called successful businessman has bankrupted 4 businesses because he still did what he said, even when he knew it was a bad idea. It is like the Concord thing times 4, if you know what the Concord thing is. That's the best way I can sum that up. And honestly, this isn't a video to just completely clown on Trump, because let's be for real, I don't think Kamala happened like fully capitalized on a lot of stuff too, and that's probably part of the reason why she failed. I also think it was a lot of people just sitting up being on like Twitter and all that, and you know Elon was so pro-Trump, So Kamala could have got blocked out pretty massively right there and didn't fight back with that. She probably didn't weaponize the internet. But that's another thing too. We can just go all day about analyzing, oh, well, what did Kamala not do? But honestly, I don't think anybody truly knows the reason. I really don't. But it's still, the fact is, like, it is what it is. It's already happened. We got to deal with the aftermath. So, better or worse, it's going to happen. That's all I can say. But I do know that some of the stuff is definitely going to affect me down the line if it actually does go and happen. Because if that 18+ ban happens, do not expect more Kamihime Project from me at some point, because it is going to completely stop all activity from Nutaku and DMM for me. In my case, that's not good. Like, it is literally going to hard stop that stuff. And that's part of the reason why I'm making this video. Because I'm giving a heads up in advance on that. I don't know how things are going to play out, but the fact that it's a possibility is why I'm making this video. And it's a concern to me. I already don't make that much on YouTube, period, point blank. But to take down the thing that's most watched, in my case, it's going to hit it pretty hard. All the more reason why I want to try and branch out. But unfortunately, I may not get the chance. And I don't know if anybody's around then for half this stuff, but it is what it is. All I know is that at the end of the day, I'm just not looking forward to a lot of stuff, if you want to be honest. So, anyways, that's all I really gotta say. I don't know how I got so much moon magic going on, Osiris. I'm paying attention to that right now. But, that's all I gotta say about that subject. Whatever happens down the line happens. I'm one person. I can't do anything about it. So, yeah. And that's another thing, too, where a lot of people simply have this whole misconception about a vote. Because it's like, your vote matters. No, my vote only matters if other people voted the same thing as me. That's where it matters. I'm not saying not to vote, but I am sitting up saying don't get it wrong here. Like, get your facts straight. But anyways, like I said, just look up Project 2025 and all the stuff that they had planned for it. And they're talking so hard that they're going to do it. Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a year. But that's all I really gotta say about that. I'm just not trying to, like... And sorry if this video does seem like I'm being a downer or whatever. I'm just being honest, because, that's how I am. I just call it like it is. Or at least how I see it. So, that's how it is. And like I said, if you want to discuss things in the comments, whether you're for or against Trump, fine. Go ahead. Do so. But if I do see it too far, I am nuking comments. And when I mean too far, I literally mean if it comes like flame war, or somebody is attacking somebody else on stuff and all that, or it looks like it's getting like openly hostile or something like that, that's fine. Or you could just be the safer bet and just not comment at all, because a lot of people forget that. But it's still the simple fact that it's like, at the end of the day, I'm just giving my opinion on it, and again, I expect pushback, but honestly, that's on me, and I already know it, and I already will own up to that. But I'm not going to feel sorry about what I said, because it is what I truly believe. And that's, at the end of the day, the whole reason why this video even exists. I just know that when it comes to stuff down the line, and I'm already trying to look for another job too, so that might get harder with the tariff thing, but I just know that down the line, I still need to be prepared regardless, because I don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah, and to me it's pretty concerning. But anyways, that's all for this. Again, I usually don't try to get political or anything like that, but I had to this time. I really did. But that's all for now, guys. I'll get back to more normal videos after this one. I just really wanted to put that there because might as well make videos while I can. Because even if that Project 2025 stuff doesn't happen and all that, I don't know how long I'll be able to make any of these videos anyway. The future is always uncertain. All you can do is just move forward. But anyways, that's all. Again, more will come soon. The next video should be an actual literal guide video on this. So yeah, look forward to that. But anyways, that's all for this, guys. More will come soon, and take care.